Hey, Julian, I was just talking to Isaiah recently about kind of how hungry he is to get an interception. He was close against Dallas and, he made several of those last year. So, I mean, can you kind of sense kind of what he's battling there where he's, on some levels, he has tight coverage so they don't throw his way. And then he's trying to find, those opportunities. And what do you think could kind of get him to the point where he can finally break through?
I think that's just the competitor in Isaiah, knowing that he's a guy that can take the ball. He has the ability to create turnovers. But I feel like, the main thing is just trying to get back to, the details of things and, just letting plays come to him by, continuing to do the right thing, which he's been doing the whole year. So I feel like he just got to take his time and his time will come. It comes for all of us, but we just got to be in the right spot when it does come. That's all I really have to say about that.
George Bremer.
Julian, with Dallas, he seems like he was a guy that came in with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder as an undrafted guy. What have you seen from him that's allowed him to kind of keep his mind about him and get in a position where he can make these big plays on special teams now?
I think that he's just been stuck into the game, not allowing what's going on the outside to stir him from being the player he is. I mean, the kid, he's a stud. I can't even call him a kid, but he's a stud, man. And we all knew that his time was coming. We all tell him like, man, he's got all the ability, but just be there and be ready. And he has, and that just shows his mental and the kind of character that he has as a player.
Mike Chappell.
Julian, it's kind of difficult, but when things get going the wrong way against Dallas and Minnesota in the second half and the fourth quarter, is it just make a play, stop it? I mean, do you feel overwhelmed? What's the mentality?
Man, I feel like it's just getting away from the details of things. Like we just talked about, I feel like effort will take a lot of those mistakes away. Like there was a lot of plays where I'm fitting the wrong gap, but the effort can take away from what happened. Stop the bleeding and don't allow things to keep going. We knew that these teams were explosive, so I think that it just comes down to just continuing to remind ourselves that we gotta finish games,
So it wasn't a lack of effort; it was lack of being on your details and being where you're supposed to be.
I think so. And just like I said, stopping the bleeding, making tackles, and not allowing guys to run further than just a first down if they're going to get one, then just try to stop it from bleeding into the other half of the field.
But as a defensive player, you have so much pride. And to give up 55 points in the last two fourth quarters, you have to be – that's not possible, and that's not us.
Well, I mean, it just happened, so it is possible. But it's not us, I agree. And we got to figure out how to stop that because we got 3 games left, and so we got to figure it out.
George Bremer, last one here.
Along those same lines, have you seen such a big swing from the first half and the second half defensively? I mean, you're dominant in that first half, and in the second half, things just kind of obviously got away.
Like I said, we just got to keep the gas on the pedal, man, and don't get so lackadaisical, and just focusing on the moment because the game's not over. This is the NFL; they're good too. They practice too, and like I said, they're a really explosive team. So when you get up like that in the lead, you really got to focus on the details and making sure that you're in the right spot during every play, just playing in the moment and not worrying about anything else. I think that's the biggest thing.